Hello everyone, this is Wee. Welcome back to my weekly mini jam discovery where I play and yap about fresh games I found. Today, we'll explore the life after death with Purgatory, a casual visual novel game. And this time, the game is pretty long, I suppose. So, in this week's session, we'll only walk through the first 30 minutes or so of it. Alright? But before I start spoiling anything, I, again, highly recommend you play the game first. I'll put the link down below as always. I would love to discuss some of the details together, if any. But if you're in for the ride no matter what, sit back and enjoy. In simple words, you're dead, but you're not that sinful to be in hell. Probably not so sinless to deserve heaven as well, so here you are at Purgatory. Everyone, like every creature you meet living here in Purgatory, seems to be once a human, but then they turns into fur animals after death. So far, we've met 4 out of 7 friends, as they tell in the description. The first friend is Kyungsoon. She's a hyena. Well, based on her outfit and interaction, our first interactions, she's a pretty carefree person, I'd say. And another one is Oliver. He's a rat. He's a pretty nerdy one, and he's a librarian. I don't know why there's a library, but still, there's a library. And another one is Numa. She's a snail. She has a flower garden of herself, and she seems to have a lot of secrets with her also. And another one is a mock friend that we haven't yet to know her name. Well, we really haven't have heard much of her, so she's probably a quiet one and a shy one too. Well, since the game is called Purgatory, I think the cat must be the boss here. It can be the cat at the lobby also, where we met Kyungsoon in the first place, because there are also like frames of photos hanging on the walls that had his face on it, and also on the walls there's scribbles says like Lucifer was here. So that's my assumption. And by the names, we can tell the diversity and also the nationality as well. Like Kyungsoon is kind of like Kyungsu, a Korean name, and Oliver, a pretty common Western name, and for Numa is a fresh Latin original. When we accidentally get into Numa's room and then encounter her a few minutes later, she claims that the numbers written on the wall, those that looks like stuff in the prison that prisoners usually use in movies to count days, that stands for the days that she's been there. It feels pretty much like a prison for her as well. And the fact that the walls are covered with numbers after numbers, it really tells that it has been a long stay for her. Also, that is when Numa confessed that she has a secret crush on Kyungsoo. Well, that doesn't do much to our narrative, but it's still a pretty something that I'm looking forward to. Like, will they be a couple? Will she confess to Kyungsoo? That's really something worth looking forward to, am I right? Well, besides that, we know we're dead, and it's a fact. But how we all pass away, like the method, should I say the method? But yes, how we pass away is still a mystery, both ours as players and also our friends as well. How did we die? Why are we here? How did we get here? Or maybe I should ask the receptionist at the first place, but yeah, I chose to ask like my existence, so I know nothing about this. Maybe there another try. And there's a point that I'm yet to discover. Well, maybe I'm just 30 minutes in a game, but no one says about that. But still, it's been taking my mind so badly, is that the game says that there are a total of 7 characters we'll meet in Purgatory. Well, the statistics are pretty matching with Dante Alighieri's 7 Terraces of Purgatorio / 7 Deadly Sins. I don't know, am I delusional or is it something really connecting here? Because for each character we've met so far, I would assume, based on their behavior, is that Kyungsoon stands for gluttony. Because she always seems to crave for something. She even eats our book. I mean, it's a book. It's a book. And Oliver, I'd say wrath. Well, I mean, the fact that he's always nice and mindful about everything, especially to us, but then when Kyung-soon eats our book, or his book, I'd say, he lets the anger control him completely. And for Numa, I'll put lust, based on her strong attraction to Kyung-soon. And for the Cyan Moth friend, I'd say it's love, because she pretty much like zones out all the time we have our first conversation, and then always try to end our talk as quick as possible. And that's my assumption. I can be wrong, but I mean, there are points, right? Well, if we're a visitor to Purgatory, then maybe we'll be the 8th member, so the 7th sense theory might not work. But I also think that we're just experiencing layers of Purgatory, and our friends represent each vice, and that makes our encounters like a test after test before the final judgment, whether we'll proceed to heaven or hell. And so that's it for this week's Discovery session. I hope you enjoyed the game and my findings as well. If you're also interested, I'd love to discuss further the game, the narrative, and any potential of it down in the comment section. Hi again, this is Wing. Thank you for joining me. Until next time.